How's it going, everyone? I don't come at you as Mega Master in this video. I come at you as a man named Corey, and I got something to say. And this is in response to something that's been circulating over the last few days over the internet. That is a video from one Nicole Arbour, who is a comedian, I guess you could say. And it's titled Dear Fat People. It's about a 6 minute long video where she basically attempts to make satirical humor out of fat people by bashing them down in such low ways that I was just absolutely sick to my stomach. It didn't even feel like it was a joke, to be honest with you. It felt like that this was more of a malicious attack. And considering that the amount of backlash that this video and this person got, to the extent of which YouTube actually had to step in and disable her account temporarily for inappropriate conduct, that should tell you something right there. And you know what? I can appreciate a good comedy jab every now and then. I mean, there are top-notch com- fuck, comedians out there that, they joke about some of the most sensitive things, yet they get positive responses out of the crowd. Why? Because they know they're joking. And it kind of goes back to the whole intent versus impact video that I made a little while ago, my first ever Mega Master Speaks video. While your intent may have been to be a comedian and make a joke out of something, the impact obviously was very, very different. In fact, you got people that make response videos and are stepping forward with the amount of disturbing and discomforting remarks that you have made in that video, and there's a lot of people that could possibly take something like that seriously. Now, I'm not saying that I necessarily was offended by it, but at the same time, it struck a nerve with me because I do not believe in any way, shape, and form ever shaming someone for the way they look, for the way they live their life. If somebody is happy with the way that they look, inside and out, and happy with the way they live their life, leave them the fuck alone. It's that simple. How would you feel if someone judged and criticized and shamed you to the lowest fucking degree because of how you look or the way you live life? You wouldn't feel too good about that, now would you? Now, of course, there's going to be some people that is going to turn that around and saying, oh, I can take a joke, I can take a joke. Man, shut the fuck up. You know what? We're all human, okay? We all get offended. And something like this is no exception, okay? And considering that this person had, and I say had loosely, the power of the people, considering that she should have used the power of the people as a way for something positive, to make positive messages, positive inspirations and motivations for someone to better their life if they're not happy with themselves, you should have done it that way. But no, instead you lost a lot of credibility and you pretty much flushed it down the toilet when you made a video that went beyond satirical humor about fat people. And it was disgusting with some of the remarks that you made. You went as far as to try and insinuate that people play the fat card as if it was a race card, which is not true. You basically said that fat people should stop eating, which also is not true. We need to eat to survive. And also, you were saying that fat shaming is not a thing, and then you went to basically condone, through your words, fat shaming, basically saying that if that means fat shaming people in order for them to change their lifestyle and lose weight, then yeah, whatever, then that's good, or it was something along those lines. The fact of the matter is that it was really tough for me to sit through that 6 minute video without wanting to take my laptop and smash it over my knee because I was that pissed. And I want to show you guys something. There's a reason I have my shirt off. I may not be fat myself, but there's a reason why I'm losing weight, okay? I actually lost 4 pounds over the last few days, ever since I started the 3-month challenge with my family. Did it to not only be healthy, but also because of the fact that it's out of good spirits, family friendly competition, but that's not about that. This is about you, and this is about all the people that are watching this video. I want you guys to take something positive from this. Not only is this going to be a response video to Nicole Arbour's Dear Fat People video, which was completely tasteless on every degree, no matter if it was satirical humor or not, it was fucking tasteless. Because there are people that can take something like that seriously. You ever consider the fact that someone who watches this video who has self-esteem issues could see it, and that could possibly make them in a much worse state? Now, I'm not going to excuse obesity completely, as there may or may not be ways to combat that and overcome it. And I say may not, because there are conditions such as diseases, such as thyroid disease, heart disease. It could be genetics. It could also be something like depression or an eating disorder. Or say if you lost a loved one and you were just in such a bad rut that you eat comfort food, you eat your feelings, as they say. You ever think about how insensitive that jokes like that could possibly be? Clearly not. Otherwise you wouldn't have made the stupid video to begin with. And yes, that video is stupid. And something else that's pretty stupid is the fact that you disabled the ability for someone to like and dislike the video, and also dislike the comments in the, or not dislike, disable the comments in the videos, which kind of makes it open for interpretation as to why you would do that. Was it because you knew that you were going to get a lot of backlash and just decided to have the video up there anyways? I would like to know that, because I think that right there is something that you should probably explain to us, on top of why you put that malicious video up to begin with. And you know something? Rather than using, I should say abusing, but using the power of the people, you should use that to motivate people and inspire them to better themselves, and do so in such a better and more positive manner rather than in a destructive and comical manner as you attempted horribly at doing. Now see, there's a message behind this video, not just a response to the video, but also to say to all those out there, if you are happy with the way you look inside and out, you're happy with your life, don't ever change that. Don't ever change that for anyone, just because somebody says that you should. If you're happy with who you are, then all the power to you. Don't ever change. And you know what? Beauty isn't just about looks. And I mean that shit from the bottom of my heart, because I was someone on the receiving end for many, many years growing up as someone who was labeled as unattractive, ugly, someone who could never rise to the occasion at dating a quote-unquote hot girl. Well, here's the thing. I don't give a damn about how I look. Well, I say that in the context of the fact that, I get the fact that I'm not the most attractive person, obviously, but I don't care. I'm happy with how I look, and there's nothing that anyone can say or do that's going to make me change that. I choose to go through losing weight. I choose to go through bulking up, depending on what I do when it comes to what my goals are when it comes to fitness. And this is probably the most important thing that I'm going to say in this entire video, is looks fade over time, but it's what's in the heart that does not. It's what stands the test of time. And if you got a good personality, then that's what's going to stand the test of time. So that's pretty much all I got to say about this video. I want you guys to take something positive from it, okay? I just don't want you to see this as me, lashing out on Nicole Arbour. But, I believe in the fact that, everyone does make mistakes, and everyone should have the chance to make up for the mistakes. But at the same time, there's no excuse with what happened, especially knowing that you knew what you were getting yourself into, especially considering that you disabled the comments and the likes and dislikes feature in the video, because I'm willing to bet that you knew that you were going to get some backlash and you just didn't want to answer to it. I mean, that's what YouTube is. It's about posting your videos and getting honest criticisms about it. and clearly your video didn't want to have honest criticism because you knew at the end of the day that it was going to be a bunch of backlash, and rightfully so. But I guess you could say that my suggestion to you is that, well, maybe you shouldn't have quit your day job so early because obviously comedy isn't working out for you. So that's really all I got to say about this video, and I want to thank you guys very much for sitting through this and, you know, take something out of this, take something positive out of this. Share this with your friends who feel insecure. Let them know that they are beautiful on the inside and out. Okay? If they're happy with themselves, let them know and tell them, remind them that they should be happy with themselves and do not ever let anyone or anything tear you down or tell you different. Take it from me.